In education, it's not just budget cuts that are a concern. New laws dealing with reading competency and grade advancement are meant to get lower performing students up to speed, but would also force students who can't catch up to be left behind. I spoke with Oklahoma Watch reporter Chase Cook about what's at stake. Chase, explain to us the reader-fail law.
Well, the reader-fail law is called Oklahoma's Reading Sufficiency Act, and it was passed in 2011, and what it mandates is that third graders who score unsatisfactory in the Oklahoma core curriculum tests will be held back. They could be liable for retention unless they qualify for an exemption.
Much of this is based on a Florida law. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Florida passed a law in 2002 that allows, or that mandates the same thing essentially. The Oklahoma law is structured very similar to their law, and they passed their law and they've had some success so far, but the jury's still out.
What's the reason for doing this?
Well, Oklahoma's concerned that their third graders aren't reading at grade level, and when you're reading at grade level for third grade, you're learning to read, and as you go to fourth grade, you transition to read to learn. And they are concerned that kids are being promoted without reading at grade level.
How are educators reacting?
Well, some educators are concerned that the kids are going to be held back unnecessarily, that they might be struggling with something of dyslexia, or they might have issues of just not really taking to the reading and they need some intervention, and the teachers are concerned that these students are going to be held back unnecessarily.
Does it impact lower income students?
It does. They say that it will. If you look at the numbers, the lower income kids have a higher rate of lower scores. And the teachers are concerned that these kids are going to suffer the effects of retention if they're held back, which could be higher dropout rates, lagging achievement, and even social issues.
Those that have these concerns, what do they propose? Do they have ideas of their own?
Well, they think that they need more time with the kids. Some of them have talked about having smaller class sizes. They want to have more TAs to come in and work with the kids and have intervention, because everybody tends to agree that if you get more time with the kids and you sit with them and read with them, that any kid can be successful.
Are they concerned about the effects on students outside of the classroom? Well,
the concerns are mostly social when they're interacting with the other kids. There's the issue of, if a kid gets retained, they hit puberty at different ages, they can be socially stigmatized, ostracized, and some research has shown that has happened to some kids.
Does this just pertain to reading, or is this something that could be expanded into other areas as well?
Mostly it's focusing on reading at the moment. I think that the big issue is, reading is essential to everything, mathematics, science, and if you're not reading at a good level, at a young age, then that can definitely hinder your growth as you go forward through school.
So in your reporting, have you identified a direction that educators would like to see this go in terms of this particular law?
Well, educators would still like to have some control over retention. It is definitely a conversation between parents and the principal and the teachers with the kid, but they would like to have a little more freedom and space to teach the kids, to work with them, to have summer programs, to have intervention programs, to have intercession programs, to have more opportunities to read with the kids rather than threatening the kids with holding them back.
Are there any signs that there might be a change or a delay before the scheduled implementation in 2014?
Not that I've seen. I think that they're going forward with everything. The new budgets are coming out. The reading sufficiency money is more than likely going to be coming in, at least for the next school year. And schools are going to have to just be ready, and there's a good chance that kids are going to get retained, and that's just the new reality.
Chase Cook from Oklahoma Watch, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.